Welcome back. Our first guest is an involved member of the Oneonta theater community. Please welcome Rose Biggerstaff.
Welcome, Rose. Thank you.
So we'll start off with an easy question.
Okay.
What year are you and what is your major?
I'm a senior and I'm a theater major here at Oneonta.
Very nice.
There you go. Straightforward.
Yes.
So, how long have you been involved with Mask and Hammer?
Well, I actually transferred last year, so I've only been here for 2 years, but since I was a part of the theater department, I happened to just be on the bridge, and there was a Mask and Hammer meeting that Monday, and I've been involved ever since, so pretty much the whole 2 years I've been here.
Honestly, great way to go. Great way to start. Just dive right into it.
That's how you get involved in a lot of things in theater. You're just sitting on the bridge, and someone says, hey, come on, come to this meeting, and then you're part of everything before you know it.
Yeah, it's wonderful, right? It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love it.
Great. So what is Bear?
It's a musical.
Please elaborate.
Yes, okay. Bear Pop Opera is the story of a bunch of Catholic school kids who are living in a boarding school, and there's different characters who are dealing with different, I guess they all have different issues. They're trying to figure out who they are and how they want to live their lives, and they just want to be accepted, but there's so many different forces in their lives that don't accept them for who they are. So you just kind of watch them go through their journey to either being accepted or in some cases not.
Wow. Wow, it's going to be very powerful show.
It is. It has a lot of meaning, it has a lot of heart, and there's going to be a lot of tears, but...
Oh man, now I'm really excited.
So bring the tissues, right?
Yes, bring your own tissues. I
Okay.
cannot supply
Got it.
those. I would
Mail it to
love
me.
to, but my budget won't allow it.
So, what is your role in Bear?
I am producing and directing.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So what would you
incredible.
do as the director and what would you do as the producer?
Okay, so as the producer, the first thing I had to do was get the money, and to get the money for this particular production, I applied for a grant through the Student Grants Office, and there was a lot of competition, but thankfully I was awarded it. So from there I had to distribute the money and basically make all of the final decisions because, the buck stops with me, so if you need to hire anyone, you need to fire anyone, you need to go buy something, get a Walmart card, all those things I have to do, and I also have to finalize decisions on hair, costumes, all those things. I'm still personally learning what else a producer does, so I'm sure there's a producer out there watching me like, oh, you do much more than that, but I'm learning as I go. And as a director, I am directing the show, so I'm doing the blocking, I'm also making other decisions about, set pieces, stuff like that, and loving it.
Sounds like a lot, but it's good that you're loving it. That's the important thing.
Exactly. So what has been your largest challenge as a director?
I think it's been hard to communicate my vision. Personally, I'm a bit of a people pleaser, but also as a director, I have my vision of what I want the show to be, and I'm friends with a lot of people in the cast, which isn't a very typical situation that I found myself in before. I haven't had that relationship with a director, but it's a student show, we're at a college, so that's where we find ourselves. So I find myself wanting to make everybody happy, but at the same time, I know what I want for my show, and I want to be able to communicate those ideas, but I also want to make everyone happy. So it's a weird place to be in, but.
No, that's understandable, and it's obviously very challenging. Despite those challenges, though, what would you consider to be most rewarding about being director of this show?
I just love watching it come alive. That might sound stupid, but there's so many moments. I love working collaboratively and more organically, so that just means that I like to come in with a little bit of pre-blocking, but I don't want to tell the actors exactly where to go. I want to kind of get their input and watch them, actually literally just watch them and see what they do, and then work with that and build it into something I'm happy with. And because of that, it's such a collaborative effort, and there are those moments where something just clicks and you see someone's eyes light up and you see them, I don't know, just loving what they're doing and really making a character choice that's strong and they're confident in it. And you know that like you guided them to that, and you're just watching them come to life. It's wonderful.
Honestly, that's a sign of a very good director. You
Yes.
obviously
Oh, no.
She's honored, everybody. Hold on. No, but that's a very good sign. It shows that you're not only very connected with these people, even if they are your friends and you're very close to them and you already have a connection with them, That's such a very good thing to realize, that you see this show coming alive and you see these people working hard and doing the best they can and getting better. It's amazing. Well, it's very good, and I can understand why that's rewarding.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Of course.
So, while you've been here at school, you've had many different opportunities and experiences. You've been a performer, you've been a director. I've also know you've been a props designer, correct? Oh, also
I don't think I've done props.
well,
I am doing props for Bear. I've definitely done hair, makeup. I've done hair, makeup. I've ASM'd. And I've done a ton of painting. I feel like we've painted a lot together. A lot of late nights painting the floors.
Yes. I would say out of all those experiences, which are you leaning towards, like trying to pursue once you leave college?
That is such a tough question. Coming here, I thought I wanted to be more of a performer, but we do have a really strong tech department, and I got to do a lot of things. Like when I took lighting class, I got to design lights for Terps, so you know, I got to hang lights, I got to do all those things. I've got to do things I never thought I was going to do, like ever. And I think through that experience, I've really come out deciding that I wanted to have a little more power in this situation. So instead of just being an actor, being an actor is great, but I don't think it's for me, because you kind of have to go out in the world and just let someone else make all the decisions for you. And I've really come to love the creative process of working with people and being the one making some of the decisions. So I think that going from acting to tech to directing, I think I would lean more towards directing and producing as like a career choice.
It's a good path.
Yeah, it sounds great. I definitely know you to be like a natural born leader. So I think
Thank you. I obviously get really uncomfortable when people say nice things about me, but thank you, Andy.
I think that's the production side is a nice fit for you.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, Rose, for coming on the show.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
Actually, before we go, we have one more important question. That this is actually a huge thing.
Oh my. Okay.
Where is the show and when is the show?
Oh yeah, of course. I have
That's
to
an
put
important fact.
That would be great for everyone to know. April 8th and 9th in the Hamlin Theater, which is in the Fine Arts Building at 8 o'clock.
All right. Do you need to pay? Is it free?
It's free. You do need to get a ticket just because the Hamlin has like a maximum seating capacity.
Right.
So I would do that. It's either going to be at the box office or through Hunt. So if you really want to know, check back with me in a couple weeks and I'll let you know how to get a ticket.
Well, and now we just need tissues, right? That's the
Yes.
important thing.
Bring the tissues.
Okay. Now, thank you so much,
Yes,
Rose,
yes,
for
thank
coming
you,
on the
thank you.
show.